What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Monday. We are ready to get back into our predictions today. We had a little bit of a rough outing yesterday. We are looking to make up for that today. So let's get right into the business. First game we got today, Syracuse visiting 4th ranked Duke. I like this game to be right around where the spread is. The spread came out around 20.5. It has dropped to 18.5 as of right now. It's around 11:30 noonish Eastern time. I like Duke to win here. I mean, easily, obviously, but them covering is a little suspect. Like, this is one of those games where they could win by 30 or they could win by like 16. So it's kind of hard to grasp what the points are going to be. It could very well be 60 to 84. It could very well be 62 to 80. It could very well be Syracuse loses by 4. It could very well be, Duke blows them out, as I said, but I like Duke to just like moderately beat them around the spread. I think it's going to be very close to the spread. Syracuse oddly just like barely covers. They were 11 and a half point dogs on the road against North Carolina, and they won, or not won, but North Carolina won by 10, so Syracuse covered, and then they went on the road next game and covered as well. I don't remember which one it was. I should. They didn't cover against North Carolina State. They lost by 20, which is kind of a little bit concerning. If you're thinking about taking, now that it's at 18.5, if you're thinking about taking the Syracuse spread, I would have taken it at 20.5, but at 18.5, I would move it down to 17.5 and take Duke rather than just taking the Syracuse, because who knows, they could lose by whatever. I really like just Duke to win out of this matchup. That's kind of obviously the safest thing, but I mean, realistically, that's all I really have to say there. Like, obviously some skepticism, but moving on to this game, I'm not very skeptical on this. I'm a lot more confident on this spread than I am of Duke's spread or Syracuse's spread. Delaware State played Howard very close. They may have even beaten them at on the road. I don't remember off the top of my head. I should check just for the hell of it, but I'm not going to because I typed my password. Delaware here, they were, I want to say 11.5 last night. It's dropped down to 10.5. I like them at like plus 1.5, and they're at plus 10.5. So I will most certainly be hammering that today. I would even take them to win. I just took them to lose by 1 just to be safe. Like, I think it'll be a little bit around there, but 10 points is like an unbelievable cushion, in my opinion. So if I were to take the two safest things here, it would be the Duke money line, and then it would be the Delaware State spread. Moving on to our next two picks, we have Mississippi Valley State visiting Alabama State. This is a little bit tricky because Mississippi State lost to Alabama A&M at home by 15-ish, and then they lost to them on the road by 5 or 7. I've noticed that Alabama A&M does not play as good on the road, or does not play as good the second time around versus teams as they did the first time. Alabama State, however, does play better the second time, and they're at home. They beat this team by 15, 10, 12 already. So I like them to win. They're favored by 15. I would definitely take that, or at least move it down to 10. This one's very similar to the Charlotte and UTSA game from the other day. Obviously, UTSA won, even though they won by 10, even though they were favored to lose by 15. Very interesting game. I do like Alabama State to win regardless here, but I would say their spread, I like it more than the Duke spread, but I kind of feel similarly about it to where I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, only because Alabama State isn't realistically even a tournament team. I mean, they could obviously make a run in their conference, but maybe not this year. They were last year. Game 4, we got Bethune-Cookman, who took Auburn to overtime. Game 1, visiting Alabama State, the team we just talked about, who's not very good at playing the second time. I just think Bethune-Cookman is the best team in this conference. I think they're going to make the tournament, so I think they're going to win this game. Give me Bethune-Cookman. I actually may have written Alabama State. I don't know why my Face ID all of a sudden, when I need my phone to be working, it like doesn't recognize who I am. Really cool shit. So they're not actually playing Alabama State. I did this really fast last night. They're playing Jackson State. Either way, it's the same score, same everything. I think Bethune-Cookman's just gonna win. I have them to cover their 5.5 spread, but I wouldn't take that. I'd take it with a grain of salt. Their money line is good enough. It's like -2 something, 270 maybe. Here we got Wagner at Long Island. Long Island won by 10 on the road. They play better at home. Wagner lost by 10 at home. They play worse on the road. It's a beautiful formula for a Long Island to cover. Long Island was favored by like 12.5. It's moved down to 9.5. I will be taking that. So this game and the Delaware State game are two that I feel are very, very set in stone, very good lines, like very generous, I would have Long Island by 15 at least. I would have Delaware State by 5 at least, like 5-point cushion at least. So we're taking Long Island big here today. And then Lamar visiting UT Rio Grande Valley. I like UT Rio Grande Valley. I really like this UT Rio Grande Valley team. They've been having some good wins recently in their conference. I honestly would like for them to make their tournament, or make the tournament, I guess. But they do have people like Santa Fe, Austin, and McNeese in their conference. So good luck to you guys. But you guys they're a solid squad, at least in their conference. So give me them to win at home against Lamar. Game 7, we got McNeese going to Northwestern State. This is the third game that I really, really like here. McNeese is 12.5 favorites on the road. I would take them if they were 20-point favorites. I thought they would come out as 20-point favorites. They beat this team by almost 40, I believe. So give me McNeese here. I have them by 23. But I believe it could be more, but I will be taking them. Their spread is very generous today, so we will be taking that. And then lastly, I like Iowa State to beat Houston at home. Iowa State just destroyed Kansas. I thought they were going to lose that game, or at least it was going to be close. They destroyed Kansas. I have the scores wrong here because I didn't change it, but realistically flip them. I want Iowa State to win. I just didn't realize. We got a lot of errors in this presentation today, probably because I was up late last night doing it and up early this morning for no reason. Some honorable mentions, just two games that I like but I don't love. Santa Fe Austin visiting Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I like them to win, but I would not be surprised if they lost, but like 83-79 kind of score. And then Arkansas Pine Bluff to visit Alabama A&M. This one is actually Alabama A&M. The other Alabama A&M should be Jackson State. Yeah, I just like Alabama to win. I don't know. I know I said they're not as good the second time or anything. They lost to this team on the road the first time by 10. I just think they can win this game by 10. Arkansas Pine Bluff, like they'll beat people at home by a lot and then just get absolutely manslaughtered on the road. So I think that it might not necessarily be 10 points. It could be 5-point win here for Alabama A&M, but I like them to win here. And that's about all for today. I can go through and quick recap what I really like from these two. If I was to pick one thing, Duke money line, Delaware State spread, Alabama State money line, Bethune-Cookman money line. You could take them as an alternate spread, but I don't know. Wagner at Long Island. I like Long Island money line, and I like UT Rio Grande Valley money line. McNeese money line, and then Iowa State money line are probably the safest things. And then if you wanted to, it'd just be obviously these two money lines. But I will say this game right here I'm a lot more confident on than this game right here. This game scares me. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all your views. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're liking the content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck with all your predictions today. Peace.